it gave me exactly what I was looking for. Thank you. Now, I'm so glad you knew that answer. He says the magic number, Professor, is 9 over 4. And then the reason I'm glad you gave it to me, I saw some other students going like, oh, he must be smart. He must be smart. He told the professor what to place on that link, and it worked. Of all the numbers in the universe, 9 over 4, I would have placed maybe a 10, Professor. It wouldn't work. I would have tried, I'm desperate, Professor, I'll put 6. It's not gonna work. I'll put 1/2. It's not gonna work. Finally, he speaks up and says, try 9 over 4. It worked. Now, you're sitting there, I've been embarrassed in class myself. Some of my classmates will be something like that, like that. And I look at Francis, you didn't get that? No, I didn't understand that. Francis, surely you saw that. I didn't. I just didn't see it at first. Now, suppose I'm one of those students. Where, how, what, besides being super smart, did he do? Is there something he could tell us, and in fact, he won't tell us, how he got that 9 over 4? Of all the numbers floating around the universe, he would just up here and say, 9 over 4. He just pulls out 9 over 4. It worked. Tell the class how, if we can't see what it is, how can I get it?
Well, I figured all perfect squares, the C value is always just typically B divided by 2 squared.
Whoa. Look at this. He said, Professor, if I can't tell what the number is, 9 over 4, and some of my students would never have guessed that, as a student, I doubt I would have ever guessed. You need to put a 9 over 4. He said, if you can't see what it is, Professor, do this. A little technique. Take 1/2 of this middle term, middle coefficient, 1/2 of it, which is -3/2. Little technique. Take 1/2 of that middle coefficient, the coefficient with the x. I put 1/2 of it, which is -3 over 2. And then I'll put a comma here, don't stop there. Now take that result and do this to it. Will that give you 9 over 4?
Yeah.
So he said, classmates, don't worry. You guys say no worries? Yeah, no worries. Just take 1/2 of this and do this and that, get 9 over 4. Now, by the way, on this one, if I had done it up here, 1/2 of a -8, if I had used his technique, 1/2 of a -8 is -4. Squared, 16. It would work also there. Now, I don't have the answers for this particular equation yet, but at least he's given the correct number to do this. If you guys can do this, that's up for you to do for me before I run out of time. He's correct so far? So it was. The magic number is 9 over 4 on each side. I'm going to put these two together with a common denominator of 4. Please tell me at this point, even with just meeting me today, is that 25 over 4 altogether? Right inside, we use a common denominator of 4. Is that this? With a common denominator. Then if I want to solve it, which I haven't solved it, I don't know what x is yet. Then we're back to this, which takes me right back to where we started. We're going to do a square root on each side like I did back there. I'm at that point now. The left-hand side is beautiful. This is time for plus and minus to ensure I get 2 answers. And thank goodness, 25 over 4, I think, is a nice, perfect square root. 5 halves. Move that 3 halves over by adding, and you end up with this. Now here we go. They're combined. That's what it looks like. You say, where are my answers, Professor? If I take the time to separate them, one says 3 halves plus 5 halves, 8 halves. You say, Professor, it's 4. The other one, separated, 3 halves, subtract 5 halves. Guys, please tell me you don't make a mistake. Is that -2 halves? I think. Which is -1. Or the other possibility. You guys agree? therefore my solution, where was the original problem? What's here? Wait, where was the original problem? Wasn't here, guys? Yeah, it was. Back here, the answers were, by completion of the square, positive 4, negative 1. Thank you, thank you, thank you for coming up with that 9/4 of all the numbers out there. And he's given us a technique now to find it, by this completion of the square. Now, I want you to do something for me. Arena, you're taking good notes tonight? She's going to send the notes to you. Now, what you do with them, it's up to you. Mr. Park is in the back there recording. What you do with that recording is up to you. If you want to get through all this and do a pretty good job in this class and do 16 weeks of work in 6, then you're going to be doing a lot of work outside class. Okay. Guys, we're going to close down. Now, I get a sense of about a strong class. Here's where I'm going to close down. Then we'll give you guys a few things that you must do for me. The handout that you have, we will continue with that handout tomorrow. Okay, but tonight, we'll close out this. I will do this, and I need some help on this when I get you. Close down. Just like this. Now get ready. That's a quadratic. I place no numbers. It's a quadratic. That's a quadratic form. AX squared plus BH plus C. I want to solve facts. If it's a quadratic, I can either try to factor it, I can use quadratic formula on it, and try something with quadratic formula, which I don't think is going to be too exciting. I don't think it takes you right into the quadratic formula. I'm going to use completion of square. Now get ready. You go out to your friends. Get ready. I'm going to solve this by completion of the square. Step 1. Completion of the square will not work with this beautiful work we gave over here. It will not work to begin with unless your leading coefficient is a 1. That's a restriction. The leading coefficient must be a 1 if I intend to use completion of the square. The sad thing on this one, my leading coefficient is A. It's going to be a 1. So can anyone start me out? Let's take a little time here. Anyone start me out and ask, how can I change that to a 1, which it was over here, thank goodness, and down here, but the leading coefficient must be a 1. What can I do to this one to at least get a 1, and then I'll try this crazy completion of the square. Divide everything by our A. So if I divide everything by A, here we go. Both sides. Here goes, guys. A's cancel, gives me an x squared. That's what I want. Next term looks like this. B over A. X. Strange. C over A. Strange. Other side, 0. Now please tell me, with that, looks strange, but is my leading coefficient 1? Which says now I can try this technique I was discussing over here with his help. Step 2, I'll set this up like we did the last one. Let's leave these two terms that contain the x together and place a blank. So I need to complete it. Move the c over a over. I have a negative c over a. Then I move it over. Plus that same blank to keep it balanced. Much like that over there. Now watch carefully. I doubt many students have seen what happened on this one. Now, he told me earlier, he says, Professor, find what's required of that blank. In this case, it's 9/4. He says, Professor, take half this, which I somewhere did, I took half up somewhere, and then I squared both sides. Where was I? I think I erased from this. Did I take half this 3? I think I did. Did I square both sides? That's what he told me to do. That's how he got that 9/4. Can anyone be careful and tell me? I'm gonna take half of what here? B over A. I don't have a number like 3. I'll take 1/2 on the side here. 1/2 of B over A. Which is not exciting because it's merely B over 2A. Then after I did, and I thought I reflected here, maybe I did erase what he was telling me how to do this when he asked me to place that 9/4. What did I do with it afterwards to find out what's required on that blank?
Square.
I squared this. That's how I got this 9/4 here. Now, if I square B over A, 2A, strange, but it's going to be this. B squared over what? 4A squared. If ever you looked at something and wondered, where is he going? Where is he going? Because if this gets any tougher, I'm going out the door. That's what you're probably thinking. If this gets any tougher, I'm going to go out the door. Now, I need to add, right here, I'll put it in red, I need to add B squared over 4A squared to both sides. Welcome to pre-calc SMC. I don't know how many other schools are showing all this. Now, can anyone tell me, Stephanie, if all this is correct, we got this to factor into x subtract 3, down here it is. We got this to factor into this. Can anyone tell me what you think the left-hand side? That's why they call it completion of the square. That means it should be a nice perfect square. Who has an idea of what it was? Because back here it was x subtract 3 halves. See, hang one up, hang on. Okay, here it goes. Tell me.
Oh, is it gonna be x plus 3 over 2a?
Love it. Gotta be. That entire left-hand side factors with this. And if you don't believe it, expand it out, you'll get the left-hand side. The other side, be careful. I gotta put these two together with a common denominator, something like I did over here. I put these two together with a common denominator of 4 earlier. Now we've got to use a common denominator in this one. Now, can anyone tell me what might you use for a common denominator, not 4 here on this one, to put those two together? What might serve as a nice common denominator for both fractions? Here. Give me an idea. Over there was 4. I placed everything over 4. What might I place everything over on this one? Give me a guess. 4A squared. Watch carefully. She wants you to place everything over 4A squared. You say, Professor, this one's up 4A squared. Beautiful. Now make this one 4A squared. For my denominator. I got an A already. What am I missing? 4A. I need to multiply this by 4A. Numerator, denominator. And come up with that same common denominator for both. Which now is going to give me negative 4AC. And on the top of the second fraction numerator is B squared. All over a common denominator. Ooh, hang on. You got a group? Same thing? Now try to solve for x. I gotta get x completely by itself. Step 4. Please tell me, I think eventually I did a square root on this one. Did I? So I'm going to introduce a square root on this one. I introduce a square root. side's nice. The square root of that is merely what? X plus what? B over 2a. By the way, was this a quadratic to begin with? How many answers am I expecting? 2, so that's why I put plus minus. The other side looks a little strange. The top part, I'm gonna leave as this, square root, I'm gonna rearrange those terms. Underneath there is b squared minus 4ac. I just turn the items around there. The bottom part, the denominator though, is the square root of 4a squared. The denominator, is that a nice perfect square? 2a. I'm trying to solve for x. So if I don't get x by itself, that means you're gonna move this last term over to get the x completely solved and have negative b over 2a when you move it over, plus minus square root b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. As it's those two have the same denominator, can I rewrite this as merely x is equal to, way here, negative b plus minus square root b squared subtract 4ac all over 2a. Let me step back and look at it. Is that x? There's also something else. It's the quadratic formula. You've just seen the derivation of the quadratic formula. Now you know where it came from. Now would you be able to show me where it came from on a test? If I give you this and say solve. Solve for x by completion of the square. And you follow all these steps and all of a sudden, here's just the quadratic formula. That's where it came from. What a beautiful problem to sort of close down with on this. Guys, I've got just a few minutes. I'll invite you guys to do some work for me, but that handout, we're going to do the handout, more handout work on tomorrow. Now, before you leave, I jumped right into it. I was excited about the class. I want to do the math. Just a little history